Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Senseless Humor's podcast, where we talk anything pop culture or anything that interests us. I'm your host, Travis or Griffin and I'm also here with my buddy here. I don't know how to pronounce your new gamer tag. I'm sorry.
Just call me Tyler.
Okay, I'll just call you Tyler.
I That's not gonna stick.
Okay.
It's not. I already yeah. But yeah. What's up, guys?
Hello, everybody. We're just playing Minecraft
So
instead of Fortnite, just to spice some things up.
yeah, no, I'm honestly down for that. Just kind of like shift between things and whatnot.
So, like, do
Um,
you want to start with small talk or straight into the
I mean
podcast?
that's up to you. Like, I mean,
Okay.
I'm down for whatever, but yeah, no,
Um, is there anything new happening that's happened that you would like to talk about or anything?
so nothing. Well, I mean, although I can say I'm just like really excited for that new Superman movie, but other than that, like what's it called? Pop culture wise, I don't really have anything new to discuss because I actually haven't really kept up with anything other than yeah, like the past few movies that are already out or that have been announced already. So,
Okay.
um, actually, there's one thing. I guess the guy who has been writing the Batman 2 movie, I guess the script's finally done. So, Matt Reeves, the director, is finally showing it to James Gunn. James Gunn is going to read it, make sure it's like worthy of it being the sequel because according to him that he announced like a while back when he was like announced as director of DC, he said that he would not let any DC project happen that wasn't fully to his liking basically. So like he
Mm,
gets the last say on everything. I don't know if he said yes to the new script or not, but yeah, no, like I'm kind
okay.
of curious to see what they do with the Batman. But admittedly, like I saw people do like polls on like Instagram and YouTube and all other platforms, just like a poll basically saying like, "Are you more excited for Superman or the Batman 2?" And I'm like, honestly, I am more excited for Superman because just like everything that's been teased, everything that's been like leaked and whatnot, like I'm just so freaking excited for.
Yeah.
But
Like I'm excited for Superman. I'm not up to date with anything really, actually at all. But
and I mean, admittedly, I don't blame you. I think the only reason like I'm really excited is so Superman used to be one of my favorites as like a kid. And then I think like a lot of us, like as we got older or as like media and the internet more specifically just kind of grew as a thing. I feel like everyone, and my dad kind of pointed this out to me, like everyone's kind of become a critic. Like everyone nitpicks everything now. Like a movie's not just a movie now. Like everyone has to have their say in like the most creative way possible, basically. Like saying like, oh, like the acting was good or the CGI was bad or whatever. Like just to kind of give like a very vague example, but I kind of agree with him. Like um
yeah.
when I was younger, I didn't really have that mindset. Like for me it was just like, oh, the Spider-Man movies are cool. Spider-Man's a cool character. Superman movies are cool. Superman's a cool character. It's just stuff like that. Like it's not really like I nitpick every little thing or detail or whatever. It was more so just like me enjoying it for what it was. And now as I've gotten older and like just like brain developed wise, yeah, I can honestly say like at one point I stopped liking Superman as a character. Now, notably, that's just the versions, or at least like Zack Snyder's. Like they made him dark, and then he's like completely unbeatable unless you have kryptonite. And I
Hmm.
think that's what makes me so excited for this new Superman. Apparently, or at least according to James Gunn, he's going to be a beatable Superman, like without
Mm.
kryptonite. Like he can, like he's vulnerable, like he's bulletproof, but if there's another superhero with super strength, he can get like punched around and whatnot.
Okay,
And
so
then,
okay.
yeah, and then I guess in one of the newer trailers, it showed him like overusing his heat vision, and then you saw like red marks around his eyes as if it like burned his skin around his eyes,
Oh,
which I
that's
thought was a
cool.
cool detail. Yeah, like they they're making him a more vulnerable
Like
Superman, which
humanoid.
honestly, yeah, exactly. Like I think that's perfect. Like I get the whole point of Superman is to be super strong and everything, but if you make him just like a tiny bit vulnerable like that, like sure, keep him bulletproof, whatever. But have him like be able to be beaten by like human technology, like at the very
Yeah.
least, because that would make Batman more interesting in a sense. Like if he were to ever fight Superman, because then he wouldn't need kryptonite to beat Superman, basically. Like that
It'd
wouldn't
be a
be
fair
like the
fight.
go-to thing. Yeah, exactly. Like Batman, all Batman would have to do is basically make the super suit he made in Batman v Superman and still like win. Um, but also like don't completely take away his invulnerability. Again, keep him bulletproof and everything. Make him like super strong, make him unable to be burned by fire or whatever. But like his own abilities, I think that's a kind of a nice touch. Like again, like the only things that were able to damage him really were other superheroes or um like his own abilities by overusing them. So that makes me wonder if like he'd have blue lips because he overused his freezing breath. Like, he his lips got cold from his own cold breath or something. Like that would be
Or
kind of cool.
like what if he could only fly for so long before he gets exhausted or something, you know?
Yeah, and that's another good point too. Yeah, like overusing his strength or whatever. Also, don't make him the fastest character. Like leave that to being the Flash, so that way the Flash actually has something to add to the team, Like cuz I think that was my problem with Zack Snyder's Superman is like Superman was just as fast as the Flash. And I'm like, nah, Flash should always be the fastest. Like he's literally known as the fastest man alive. Like keep the Flash faster than Superman and then like make Superman like fast enough to travel from like country to country in like I don't know, set amount of time, but like the Flash would get there first basically.
Yeah.
So I think stuff like that would make this Superman a lot more interesting to me. And I like again already he does, and weirdly enough, and I know a lot of people have like kind of debated this and whatnot, but like I think it's kind of interesting to see um
Interesting to
the
see.
trunks, like the
Oh, like his like the underwear outside of the suit.
yeah, and I I get the like complaints and everything like but I've seen many 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 like arguments for the trunks basically, and honestly I like them. Like I like them a lot. One of them was in the original comics, like the trunks were kind of supposed to represent that he was super strong because that's what like old time wrestlers would wear,
Hmm.
and that's the reason for the trunks on a lot of superheroes is just to kind of show their strength and whatnot, which I think is a fun little touch and history that I didn't know till like just that comment. Like I thought it was just to separate superheroes as a whole, like to make them not super realistic or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but no, I like that detail that it was based off of like old like style beliefs and everything. which again, really interesting, and I'm honestly excited. But another one was like, well, Superman's also an alien, so maybe their like style, maybe their clothing was just different that way, like maybe
Yeah.
uh like the Kryptonians, like maybe that's not weird to them, like, and maybe it's not even considered underwear. It's just called that because it's the same shape as human underwear, like stuff like that. Like that's some really cool like points and ideas. But um yeah, I don't know. Like, what about you? Any like I just realized we're not even on topic yet, but
No, it was just
what's
fun.
anything new media wise for you?
Media wise, no. I haven't really been up to date on literally anything. I mean, I don't. I even think like I mean I've played games a couple of times here and there this week, but like I don't know. I haven't really done anything besides work.
Yeah,
Um,
honestly, I
yeah.
I should have messaged you yesterday because I got off early, and on top of that, like I so Friday wasn't my day off necessarily, but like it was my last work day of the week, and it just so happened to be one of my half days as well. So like I worked every single day this week except today. So that was pretty nice, but
That's
a little
cool.
rough as well. But it was worth it, honestly. Like I'm glad like I would do that again, but it was rough and I think I could get used to it though cuz longer weekends are just more appealing to me, even if it's not like the same as like, going through school through a whole week and then, but then again, my shop is closed on Sundays just like school was. So,
Yeah, same here. I mean, mostly I think like I got a new cell phone. I got the Galaxy S Ultra, I think it is.
oh dude, I
Uh,
want to get that one so bad. Like,
it's I haven't had it. Here's my thing. Like normally, I'm not saying this to be like a braggy or a flashy person because I'm
mhm.
not. But like I just haven't had like a new phone. I don't know. Like I have the same phone that I had back in high school. Like so I was
Oh, that
like,
iPhone?
yeah, I was like, yeah, so I think it's time for me to upgrade a phone. So me and my fiance got a phone plan together, and we both got newer phones. And like, just like, I mean, I still have issues with like transferring numbers and stuff, but like, it is actually a pretty cool phone. I have a little stylus or a little pen thing, and I just
Yep.
like I play like this like chip game. I don't know, it's like a memory game. It's pretty fun. But
I
anyways.
I used to have that when I had the Note. I'm really upset that they discontinued that. But at the same time, so my brother was talking to me about it because we both have similar tastes in phones. So my first phone that I bought was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Note. Like that was the first one I ever bought. And that was actually the one that I did some of my first digital drawings on, if you recall the first Griffshock drawing.
Mm.
That was on my old like digital phone. Like I did that on my phone. And
It
then
looked like you did it on like a computer or a tablet or something, not a phone.
yeah, no, that's what was awesome about like notes and now yeah, like ultras is like they're capable of like similar at least like results as a normal like drawing tablet or whatnot. But you can obviously tell the difference in some cases. I think pixels are a little bit more vibrant with some of the stuff, but other than that, like no, yeah, it's really nice. Like I think you'll really enjoy that phone because from what I was told is the Ultra is basically a step up from the Note, and that's why I really want it. Like currently I have the Fold, which is like the one that like opens up like it basically turns into like a vertical phone into like a square tablet once you
Oh,
unfold it.
like the flip
So the flip's like a flip phone, but the fold like flips the
is
other way
like
and it's
hot
like
dog.
wide. Yeah, so like it starts hot dog and then you open it up and it's like hamburger, to put it simply.
Oh, okay. Because, like, that was the original phone I wanted to get, but I was like, I saw it in the store and I could see, like, when they had it, I guess, sitting in the fold position for so long, that,
hmm
like, the screen was, like, creating a giant air pocket, and I was like, I don't want that phone anymore.
Yeah,
But
I
I wanted
so
it because you could use it like a laptop, I heard, and I was like, that's really cool.
I don't know if you can or not because I haven't done anything like that. I don't know if there's like a keyboard attachment, but that would actually be pretty cool. But I do understand the complaints of it. Apparently, sometimes wiring can get loose in it, or for me right now, yeah, like it's nice, but at the same time, it's like, well, I don't treat it any different than like I treat my tablet. Like at times, like obviously for my tablet, I use it for drawing and such, but like I can still watch like YouTube relatively fine and everything. Like it's basically just a tablet with the ability to call and text and everything. And I'm sure some tablets can do that too, but like again, like that's not what I use my tablet for. Um so I do kind of want a distinction, like not in a weird way, but like just like I would like to kind of go back to a more normal phone. As cool as the idea is, like I when I first saw the commercials, I thought it was stupid, and then my brother got, or sorry, it was our uncle first. And then when we saw that he got it, we were like astounded. We were like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" And he had bought a stylus for it because it doesn't come with a stylus, unfortunately, like the Ultra does. And yeah, no, he was just like dicking around on like a drawing app, and I like absolutely wanted it. I have yet to buy a stylus, but again, that's kind of what I use my tablet for, so that's why I wouldn't mind going back to like a normal phone or whatnot.
Okay.
But
So the topic, not trying to like cut
no,
you
yeah,
off or
you're
anything.
good, honestly. We've been getting too distracted here. I'm totally fine with you switching back to where we need to be.
Okay. So I don't know, like I have a couple ta chats like this in my shop, or like I'll hear them on like on YouTube Shorts or whatever. But it's basically just like we already have the show What If, like Marvel What Ifs. It's not like that necessarily. It's like kind of like what if, a certain Avenger survived, or like what if Natasha survived, or what if, like, Captain America worked with Hydra, which I know he did in the comic, but like it's just like the what if stuff like that, or
What if
like,
through like the MCU, basically?
yeah, basically, yeah. So like I've been curious because I know that, like, the Wolverine that we saw in the Deadpool movie is the one oh well, that's a setting. Um was the one that he killed off all the Avengers, and that's why, like, he like everyone hated him and didn't like him. So like I'm wondering if we're gonna see like him in like a flashback of him killing the Avengers or something, because that's kind of what I would like to see. I know that's dark, but like I wonder if we're gonna see that in like the Doomsday series or what.
Well, and an interesting point about that, because like he even says to Wade Wilson or Deadpool, he says like "fuck the Avengers," and I think that goes a lot deeper than what a lot of people might think. Like the Avengers probably helped the government hunt down the X-Men, and that's why
Hmm.
like he's so bitter towards uh the Avengers, which would, yeah, again, like I wouldn't mind seeing like some flashbacks of that, like, so yeah, no, I definitely get the appeal of that. That sounds pretty interesting on its own. I don't know if we would get a storyline like that because, like you said, it's pretty dark, but at the same time, that comes from a pretty dark movie, so I don't feel like it's too unreachable. And if Marvel knows anything about wanting to make money, I feel like, they could easily make that into a TV show. Like we could get like a spin-off show of like what like a not what if, but like rather a continuation of the backstory of that Wolverine that we saw, basically. Because that would be interesting. Like,
Yeah.
even the guy that um, tells Deadpool, like, because his anchor being, or the Wolverine from Logan, died, um, he tells him, like, you grabbed the worst Wolverine to um, replace the one that died in your universe. Like, it wouldn't work. Like, that's not how anchor beings work, basically. And a lot of people
Mhm.
are saying, like, maybe Deadpool's the new anchor being because, they, well, their universe isn't destroyed and their timeline is continuing in a sense. But I think it's going to continue um, through Secret Wars and Doomsday, which again, like if a lot of people don't like know about Doomsday or don't know about um like Secret Wars and all that, basically it's universes fighting against universes. Like from what I
Mhm.
understand or for what I'm gathering through all the information that I've been given is basically Doctor Doom is from an alternate universe which he either destroyed or conquered. I don't know. I'm gonna assume destroyed because like I don't know why he would like destroy his own universe or whatever. Like I feel like that's really out of character, and people are like, well, he's a villain, right? And I'm like, well, not exactly. Like he doesn't necessarily want to be the bad guy, but he's willing to do anything necessary for the survival of where he lives. Like, there's a reason why he's the ruler of Latveria, where he comes from. And it's because he took the government that, you know, he was a part of, or I guess like the land that he lived in, and basically took him aside and was like, "Hey, I know magic and science. I know how to protect Latveria from anything. Make me your leader, and I can make that happen." Basically, so they made him the ruler, like, and now he's ruler of Latveria, but he's also like one of the smartest and most powerful beings in the Marvel universe. Um, So
Okay.
I think what we're going to see is a version of Doctor Doom basically coming to the main universe with the X-Men universe, with the Fantastic Four universe, and he's going to combine them all into what happens in Secret Wars and I think other comics called the Battle Worlds. And what Battle Worlds is
Battle Worlds.
basically he pins two universes against each other, making them fight to the death. And whoever survives gets to keep their universe, keeps their world. And then
Okay.
if they fail, well, goodbye to their universe. So my thought process is to unify all of Marvel and basically give it a soft reboot. I think what we're going to see is Doctor Doom is going to take the best parts of each Earth and combine them all. And that's when we're going to get the proper 616 where it's completely comic accurate. We're basically restarting. Like maybe Tom Holland's Spider-Man will come back in Steve Ditko's suit. We'll get a recasting of Iron Man and Captain America. We'll get, just the whole shebang. We'll have the X-Men, we'll have the Fantastic Four, we'll have Inhumans, we'll have everything all in one universe. And a lot of people, including my parents, are like, well, that just sounds overwhelming. And sure, like, you'll have to
It
do a
kind
lot of
of, but
homework. Yeah, you'll have to do your homework. I get it. But I think that just opens the door for Marvel in so many ways. They can do whatever TV show, whatever movie, whatever project they want to work on, they can do it. Like they can make it happen. But
Oh,
obviously,
100%.
yeah. And I mean, obviously, there are some limitations. Like, Universal still technically owns Hulk. They can't make a Hulk movie, unfortunately, like a standalone Hulk movie. That's why we haven't seen one since the Edward Norton version. Uh, but I do think that still opens the door to X-Men, to Fantastic Four. Again, like if they can convince Sony, and I think the only way they can convince Sony, unfortunately, is if Beyond the Spider-Verse flops. I think that's the only way that Sony will sell Spider-Man to oh whoops, will sell Spider-Man to Disney. But even then, I think that's a big like coin toss for Sony. So,
Like, I really hope and wish that Sony would like sell over Marvel's stuff, just back over. Because like I love some of the characters that are in Sony, but you know we
yeah,
can't access them because they're not technically ours to access. They're Sony's.
I don't know. Like,
If
admittedly,
if that made any sense, but
well, no, I get what you're trying to say. Is like it's just like I don't know. Like personally, I would love for Spider-Man to be reunited with his universe. Like, even if it was like a subtle, like, um, connection between Marvel and Sony, like I don't know, make a compromise where like Sony can use Spider-Man, but maybe like use a different actor or their version of Tom Holland's in a different universe or something. And
okay.
then give us the MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man, or better yet, like Sony, here's an even better idea. Give Tom Holland completely to Disney and Marvel. Like him to them and then continue the Amazing Spider-Man. Continue Tobey
Ooh,
Maguire's
that'd be cool.
Spider-Man. Give us a Spider-Man 4. Give us the Amazing Spider-Man 3. And then just play with that. Go have fun with that. And then connect them to the Spider-Verse. Because then we could see like animated Toby and Andrew, or maybe even live action Toby and Andrew in the like animated universe. That would be so interesting. Like I mean, we kind of already did if you think about it. Like in Across the Spider Verse, we saw Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider Man in like in the animated movie, and that was really cool to
Yeah.
see. I kind of wish we got a nod to Tom Holland, but unless that's already their plan, where like they're like, okay, Toby and Andrew is ours, Tom is Disney's. Like, do that. Just do it. Like, I mean, I feel like that's a
I feel like
promising
that's what it is.
compromise because then you can please both parties. Like, you can please the people, such as myself, that wants to see Tom Holland's Spider Man start from nothing, like in the comics, and like grow up into the superhero he's meant to be, but also like like please the people that really liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man that didn't get a proper send-off for the Amazing Spider-Man 3, or give everyone that loved Toby the most like a proper like what happened at after Spider-Man 3, like did he and MJ end up getting married? Did they go their separate ways? Did they have a kid? Like stuff like that. Like that would be interesting to see. And then again, like um keep Tom Holland's Spider-Man grounded, like keep him like street level crime, because I think we discussed this last episode, but like how John Berthnall, the guy who's playing Punisher, is coming to Tom
Into
Holland's
the news.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
I'm
which
really excited about that because, well, he's one of my favorite Marvel characters for sure. But and we also just haven't seen him in a while.
yeah, and I mean I don't know. Like I think it would be pretty much like the ground level superhero Spider-Man film that we've been wanting for a while. Because, admittedly,
I hope
I
so.
I don't really mind the whole like Avenger level threat, but also at the same time, like that's the whole purpose of Spider-Man. Like he's like right below that, and even like uh, Tony Stark says that to him, like in the Homecoming movie. He's like you're not quite an Avenger, but you're also like there if we need you. You're like you kind of work in this little gray area, and that's street crime slash like organized crime. So like give us Kingpin, give us Tombstone, give us like Martin Lee slash Mr. Negative. Like give us all that. That would be cool to see.
I think so. Like what I would really like to see is um like I want to be able to see more of the three main, well, I wouldn't say main. I don't know if you would consider them mains, but like three like the three boys. You got Andrew Garfield, you got Tom Holland, and Tobey Maguire. I'd like to see more of like those three fighting together. I know it was just like a one-time crossover dealio, but like I kind of want to see more like of them like fighting like their villains together and like sharing strategy moments or sharing like, oh well, this is what I learned on how to take him down or whatever type deal. That's what I would like to see.
And I wouldn't mind that either. Like, if we get that in Secret Wars, which a lot of people are saying we will, because Secret Wars, basically, Secret Wars is going to be Endgame and Doomsday on steroids. Like, so obviously we have, the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four all showing up in Doomsday, like, similar to what happened in Endgame. But in Secret Wars, we're not only going to get those three teams, but we're going to get multiple versions of those teams. Like, we'll see multiple Spider-Men, we'll see multiple Avengers, like, we'll see multiple Captain Americas, multiple Iron Men, multiple X-Men. Like, we'll see all of that happen, which is crazy to think about because, like not only are we getting the characters that all should have started together from the beginning, but we're also going to see multiple versions of them, like either fighting together or fighting against each other, all for the sake of, like, well, we need our universe to survive. So, there's a lot of,
Survival of the fittest, bro.
well, yeah, and a lot of people are
Yeah.
wondering, like, okay, well, then who is the, like, strongest? Admittedly, I would say the X-Men, but if,
X-Men.
yeah, I don't know, like, that one's a toughie for me personally, because like they have Magneto, and just about all the Avengers and other superheroes carry magnetic weapons and such. But then you also have like Scarlet Witch, who like basically has his powers but isn't just metal. Like she can manipulate literally anything, not just metal. So I don't know. Like it's really a coin toss, really. Like I feel like Loki could probably take on Magneto. Maybe I'm wrong. Like
I feel like you could.
I don't know if Magneto can pick up Mjolnir. Like I don't know if he can pick up any metal or if otherworldly metals like Mjolnir or
I
maybe
I
even
know
vibranium
we
and stuff. Like if he can pick that stuff up, then yeah, maybe the X-Men would probably be the winners if anything. But I don't
because
know.
I know you and I have looked it up in the past before. Magneto can pick up Thor's hammer. He can, but he cannot use the ability that comes with it. So he can only pick it up as it is a hunk of metal.
So, and that makes me wonder, could Thor basically use his powers through Mjolnir and like electrify Magneto? Because then
I
that
think he
turns
could.
into the problem for Magneto that he's basically a lightning rod because, metal is a huge like current for electricity and everything. So like if he's surrounded by all that metal and then, like that turns into the problem for him, like he's basically getting electrocuted to death. Like I don't know. Like again, huge coin toss up, like what could actually happen, like in terms of a versus. Like I almost
Yeah.
want to see a team up more so than a versus, but I don't know. From what I know, it's gonna be Avengers versus X-Men versus Fantastic Four. Like that's supposedly
Okay.
the lineup.
I don't think Fantastic Four is gonna make it. I'll be completely honest. I
Oh
think
yeah,
this
no.
they're gonna like have a couple surprising moments here or there, but they're not gonna make it. Like they're probably gonna knock out a couple people like Ant-Man or like Hawkeye or whatever, but once they get to like upper levels like Iron Man or Thor or Captain America's or whatever, they're not gonna be able to, I don't think, make it very far.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Like their powers are pretty mid. Like again, unless Mr. Fantastic, if he relied more on his brain than his abilities, which for the most part he does already, I think he could maybe help them win. Like maybe the Fantastic Four could win in that case, but if he solely relied on him and his team's powers, yeah, no, it's like even Hulk would turn like, you know, freaking the thing into a pile of rocks. Like
Yeah.
that's just reality when it comes to like X-Men versus or Fantastic Four versus everybody else. Like I don't think the Fantastic Four would stand much of a chance against
hmm
like bigger characters like that. So I agree there.
I feel like
Um
what they're gonna do is be more like try to convince like certain people to like join a team or join a side or whatever, and then they're
I
just gonna get backstabbed in the back.
And I think that's what Fantastic Four will be, honestly. Like, so I think the Avengers and the X-Men will fight, but then the Fantastic Four will come in and be like, guys, Doom is tricking you. Like, we need to work together to fight Doom, not fight each other, like, selfishly. Like, basically, like, I think they'll see one another as a threat, or maybe even Doom will act as, like, this almost like messenger for the other worlds and be like, "Hey, you got trouble coming along. Like, there's these guys called the Avengers, or there's these guys called the X-Men, and they're threatening your world, basically."
Mm,
And
like trick
maybe,
them.
yeah, and I think what would be interesting is like the plot twist is like Doom actually believes that because maybe that's what happened to his world. Maybe in his world, the X-Men and the Avengers and the Fantastic Four destroyed it. And maybe that's why he's turning them against each other, which would be really interesting. Like I think that would be really cool. Like I think if we got something like that, I think that'd be pretty fun. Like it not only would be like surprising, but just like it would be such a good twist. Like in my opinion at least, I think that would be a really fun twist if they did something like that. But
I honestly think so too.
yeah,
Cause
we
like
we shall
we wa
see.
oh, we definitely shall see. So like I know, I have a feeling that the Logan that we have isn't gonna be a trustworthy Logan, if that makes any sense.
You
Like,
think
I feel like what's gonna happen is whenever he sees the Avengers and Doomsday, he's gonna try to kill them again and be like, "Oh, they came back," or I didn't do a good enough job, or I didn't do the job I needed to do, and he's gonna try to kill him again. And Deadpool, because like I've seen like on Twitter or whatever of like behind the scenes of them filming like Doomsday and stuff like that. And you got like Thor and Deadpool, and then you got Deadpool and Wolverine, and like they look like someone's like dying between those three. I'm not gonna it looked like Deadpool was dying from
well, I
something, and I
mean
don't know what it
that
was,
was
but I
in
don't think he can
the
die.
that was in the that was in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Like he's literally like, "Why is Thor crying?" Like that was a huge running joke because like in the movie the TVA are showing him like what could happen if he joined, the Avenger universe and everything, basically. And it shows like Thor holding a possibly dying Deadpool, and Thor's crying and everything. And that was the running joke, is like, why is Thor crying like that whole time? Like, why is he upset at you know, like why is
Except
he
that he's
upset that,
dying.
yeah. So I don't know, like I don't know if that's what you saw or if there's
It's
new
some.
footage,
I
but
mean, I probably did. I saw that, but I saw like behind scene footage, like pictures and stuff. But I don't know. But I just know that Deadpool's gonna have a huge part in Doomsday, 100%.
maybe, like, I mean,
Um,
some people are saying we won't even see him till like Secret Wars, which is, like, which would suck, but also would make more sense because, like, I don't know, because again, like, we don't know how multiversal this will be. Like, it'll be multiversal enough where, like, obviously the X-Men are gonna appear out of nowhere because literally the whole original cast of the X-Men is showing up in Doomsday, like, which again is really cool, really crazy. There's already been some like, yeah, behind the scenes stuff. I can't remember which two actors it was, but it was the guy who played Cyclops and someone else, but they took pictures together and I was like, dude, that's so cool. Like we're seeing like 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 legacy Marvel characters interacting with new like Marvel characters. Like they're
and
probably
being
the
chill
same
about it,
age,
yeah.
but yeah, like they're just super, like I don't know, it's just super exciting cuz like it's almost like two fan bases are colliding basically into like a really good thing. So, if Marvel does it right, like it could be really awesome.
Oh yeah, like I'm hoping that Marvel does it right, and I hope they don't like flop it or something. Because not saying this, but Marvel kind of has a tendency to flop sometimes.
Yeah.
More recently than not. That's why I'm hoping that like this is gonna be like a good jump for them. So
Well, and here's the other crazy thing, and I didn't notice this, but a lot of people pointed out that there's a way you can tell whether or not the Avengers are going to win or lose basically. So,
hmm,
in
how?
the okay, so let me pull it up real quick because I'm trying to remember how it went.
Is it based off the half circles or?
That is exactly it. Yes.
Oh, no, lucky guess.
I don't know if it's actually true. It'd be kind of cool, but it also, again, makes a lot of sense. But I'm trying to remember
Like
where I
it,
saw it, but yeah.
I saw it on TikTok for sure, but
I think that's where I saw
like
it too, but I can't
like
remember because I've saved a lot of videos, so I don't know if it.
I brought it up at work with one of my buddies at work, and he's like, "That's such a stupid theory. It's just like the only reason why they did that was to be able to add more room for such a bigger title." And I go, I get that makes sense, but at the same time, I mean, why would the
It's
half
the
circle and the full circle
same
matter?
size though. What do you mean it saves more room? They're literally the same exact size.
And it doesn't mess with the title at all. But
Yeah, I
I
was
don't know.
gonna say
That's what his theory is. So I was like, okay. I mean, you have your own opinion. That's why I have podcasts. Own opinions. But
okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so first Avengers movie, full circle,
okay.
or quote unquote full circle. I'll just call it full circle, half circle, but okay, Avengers 1, full circle. Avengers 2, full circle. Avengers 3, half circle. Avengers 4, or Endgame, full circle. Now to
Hmm.
the two new ones. Avengers Doomsday, full circle. Avengers
Hmm.
Secret Wars, half circle.
Oh no.
So basically, if that theory is correct,
They're gonna
because
lose a lot.
I can kind of see what your friend's meaning by like, oh, it saves room because granted, Infinity War is a bigger title than Endgame, and Secret Wars is a bigger title than Doomsday. I'll send you the picture, but and then there's also the theory of like each film represents a Infinity Stone, which again could kind of lead to the whole theory that it's not only
Green.
building the universe, but it's also resetting the universe.
No, what are the do you have all the like pictures pulled up for all the Avengers?
Yeah, I just sent you
Okay.
the image. It has all the titles, all the colors, and all the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. So like ours, so you got what? What's the light blue one? That's space,
So
right?
yeah, so blue is space, red is
Space,
reality,
body,
yellow is mind, purple
mind.
is power, green
Green is
is
time.
time, yep, and orange is frick. What was orange? Was no, red was reality. Orange was, let's see, time, space,
Time, space, power, reality.
reality, power, soul stone, right.
Soul. Yeah.
And Soulstone is, yeah, to do with like Gamora dying slash Natasha dying.
So what this is just a really wild, crazy thought. What if like Victor Van Doom, if that's gonna be in the Doomsday movie, what if this isn't like real? Like what if it's not like it's not really happening, but he's like showing them what could happen if they don't do something, and then it leads into Secret War.
I honestly wouldn't mind
Because
that
like
because
that's
like
time that because it's based off the time. Like every one of these are based off of like an Infinity Stone. So like what if this is just like it's not like he's like showing them in the future. Like that's also at the same point saying he has the time stone, which I don't know how he would have
so
it,
I was gonna say the
but
Infinity Stones are kind of irrelevant in this storyline at least because the Time Stone, well, all the stones are returned to their respected uh like time periods, but also the ones that they used at the end of Endgame. If you remember, Steve Rogers took them all back to their again respected timelines and everything.
yeah, but we never got to see him do it.
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying like we should get a TV show on that. Like Chris Evans doesn't have anything going on, just make a TV show where he goes back in time and does all that. Which
Yes, please.
sure, I think the only thing I'd want to see, to be honest, is him interacting with Red Skull because I feel like they wouldn't fight, but they would like. I don't know. Like I feel like they would just talk. Like they'd be like,
I feel like they would
"Yo,
tip their hats to each other or something, just like
well, yeah,
acknowledge each other but not do anything.
it's like one war hero to another, like talking about like how far they've come from where they thought they would be going. Like Steve didn't know he was going to be a superhero, a part of a superhero team. Red Skull didn't know he was going to be the guardian of the thing that he was seeking. Like it's just like, it's cool to think like those what ifs as well. Like what would happen if like we got a series like that, kind of going back to your topic. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind something like that. I don't know if I'd like be super deep into it like a lot of people. Um, but yeah, no, like I could definitely see the appeal in a show like that. And again, like, and I'm not bashing on you, Chris Evans. I want to clarify that. Like, I know, like, he himself has even said, like, his career is just kind of shaken ever since he stopped doing Marvel projects, and I'm like, bro, just do it for the rest of your life. Do what Hugh Jackman's doing. He's gonna do it till he's
Yeah,
90.
he's literally gonna do it to his 90. He's got 5 more years on the contract.
Yeah, so um but oh, also I found a trial chamber down there.
Of
Um
course.
but back to topic. Yeah, no, like I think I kind of get what you're trying to say though is like maybe okay, so we'll put this into perspective in like this is going to be a very far-fetched theory, but okay, so space, that was the main stone in that movie. Like that was the Tesseract, that was the power to bring all the um stuff like all the aliens and whatnot to Earth to
Yeah.
kind of like invade Earth, to put it simply. The Reality Stone. Now, I think there's one of two ways this can be looked at because Thor was the one that brought up the Infinity Stones in Age of Ultron. Like he's the one like we need to look out for these things. We need to be ready. We need to protect them because the guy that invaded Earth the first time is looking for them too. And he wants to use them to like basically, destroy the universe or whatever.
Yeah.
And the Reality Stone was the first one he came across in Thor: The Dark World. So,
So,
or
not
wait,
trying to cut you off, but like,
wait, what's
who
that?
was the first ones to interact with the Infinity Stone? Was it Guardians that interacted with one first, right?
I mean,
Or
unless you count the Tesseract, it was technically Captain America. But
Cap? So if we're doing that wise, then it would be Captain and then Guardian, right?
because okay, so Captain America interacts with the Tesseract, which is the Space Stone, which comes back into the first Avengers. And then Loki goes down with his spear, which has the Time Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So again, all the Avengers have interacted with both the time and or the mind and the Space Stone now. Then Thor, after Avengers, interacts with the Reality Stone, which is what the Dark Elf was trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
then
creepy.
yeah. And then yeah, so the first stone the Guardians interact is the Power Stone, which is the purple one.
Yeah. The one
Which
that like they couldn't really use. They kind of just had to trap it.
well, I was gonna say like what's his face? Like Ronan could use it, but because he was super strong, and then Peter was the
Quill,
only one that could hold it because he was half
Art God.
celestial.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like okay, then what happens after that? I think because then they use the Mind Stone to make Ultron, and then Ultron tries to use the Mind Stone to make the body of Vision, and then Vision
And
ultimately has the Mind Stone, which is the last one that they use at the end of.
Endgame.
Yeah, well, they use it at the end of Infinity War because. Yeah, so like at the end of Infinity War, the Soul Stone or the Mind Stone is the last one to be collected by Thanos. And I don't know if that's why Infinity War is represented by yellow because the that's the last and most important stone. Scarlet Witch tries to destroy it, but unfortunately, he already has the Time Stone, so he can reverse literally everything that they attempted to do. Um, Power Stone. I don't know. I think
I
the only
know.
reason that one would be considered important is because Thanos is purple. I don't know. Like Also, like, it's the one that he takes out of the gauntlet to punch Captain Marvel. Like, he, like,
Yeah,
nails her in the face and
it was
everything.
amazing.
And then
Anyways,
Doomsday, again, like, it's kind of like, oh, whoops. It's, I don't know, Doomsday,
Doomsday's
time.
green. Yeah, but like,
So, but
how
that's,
how how would that make any sense though? Because like, how that would be like, oh yeah, that would inquire him to, or for us to know or think that he would have the stone. But how would he have a stone? But at the same time, you also got to wonder how does he get able to connect all the universes together? You know?
well, and again, like, is that implying, like, he's trying to get control of all time, or, like, I don't know. Like, I think that's the only thing I can come up with is, like, because that's the theory, too, because Tom Hiddleston is Loki, and he's coming back to through Doomsday. Like, he's gonna be in Doomsday, and that's the only thing I can think of in terms of like
Well,
why he would
because
be why time would
yeah,
be involved. So I think time will have a huge part in it and all, but I don't know how big of a part it'll be.
yeah, because he did. I don't know, because Loki is what, like in charge of the timeline order right now, right?
Yeah, he's considered like the god of time right now, so but let me see. So yeah, Loki's the god of time right now, and then that would be the only reason that I would think that like Doomsday would be represented by green, but also like Doom's main colors are green. So I don't know. It's a really big like coin toss on whether that like has any significance other than Doom. But again, like Loki's gonna be a part of Doomsday though. Like Tom Hiddleston is casted as Loki. Um, so and I heard he's gonna have a big part, but also that Tom Hiddleston came out and said like I don't want to die again, like I don't want Loki to die again
Hmm.
cuz he easily could because I feel like Doom is going to travel to the TVA, wipe everybody out,
And
kill
seek him
Loki
out.
and take the
Yeah.
power. Yeah. Like I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to mix realities. He's going to mix the multiverse. So, I think that's the only reason why the time stone would be the significance of Doomsday.
Like, dude, like that sounds so realistic. Like it sounds like it was like you just watched the movie. Because I feel like that's literally like Marvel's like go-to manner on like type of ideology, I guess, you know. Like, because it makes sense. It does. It makes perfect sense for them to do something like that. Like, I mean, man, it makes me scared. It makes me sad because I don't see Loki die. Because I liked the Loki. Loki was cool. I like how he made a comeback and basically became a good guy instead of like his like
Well,
prankster
I was gonna
self, you
say,
know.
like, he went from God of Mischief to what he would always say in, like, the movies, like, he's meant for glorious purpose, and he found it. Like, he found a selfless act for him to be the good guy. So, yeah, no, like, I like that. I really do. Like, I think, like, although I'm not a huge fan of Loki as a character, I do like that he got a redemption arc like that. Now, as for Secret Wars, the Soul Stone, this is again a little far fetched, a little, toss up in the air. But I think the only thing that would make sense is everyone is down to one soul. There's not a multiverse anymore. It's all one universe. It's one soul. Like everyone, like there's only
One
one of
timeline.
each character. Yeah, basically. So like they are only there for like one like uh how do I put this? Like they're only there for one thing. Like they're the main universe. That's it. So I don't
So
know.
what would they fight for? I mean,
Well, I
'cause they can
mean,
only
I
fight the
think
same villains
I
so many
think
times.
like the main villains would happen again. Like Thanos would be back. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Thor, freaking like Ultron would be back. I feel like what the heck?
Like more vamped or more
I don't know.
like just like more comic.
I was gonna say, I think everything will go to comic accuracy in a weird way. Like it'll reboot or soft reboot, as people say. So like not quite like fully like get rid of everyone, fully get rid of like everything that's happened, but rather like give everyone a fresh start with a more comic accurate look and story and past and everything, like, which again would be cool. Like I would love to see Iron Man alive and well again. I'd love to see Captain America alive and well again. I want to see young Hank Pym. Like I know a lot of people like Scott Lang. He's probably the reason why I don't like the Ant-Man movies. Like I really don't.
He's goofy. I love his goofiness.
And that's
I
fine.
like I like him because his quirkiness reminds me of me.
And I mean that's fine. Like to each their own in terms of like I don't like Guardians of the Galaxy either. Like I liked the third one, but only because of how dramatic it was. Like I loved the drama in it. I loved the emotion behind all of it, but I'm not a huge fan of the like actual movies or the characters. Like that's just me though. Um
Yeah.
are we
I don't like. I want to see. I don't think I'm ever going to, but like I want to see Ghost Rider. I I,
I
I want
think
to I
we
want to
will.
see him more. I want to see him. I know we probably want to see him till Secret Wars, but that's fine with me. Or
I don't
maybe
know,
if we're
bro.
lucky, might be Doomsday, 'cause like he might have to come back. But I don't know. Like I don't want it to be too far away.
Okay, so I'll tell you this because the new show's out, Ironheart. They teased in Ironheart Mephisto. And I don't know if you recall who Mephisto is.
Then Ghost Rider worked with Mephisto, right?
Yes, Mephisto is Marvel's version of the devil. And he's
So
in Ironheart. So we might see Ghost Rider a lot sooner than you think. So just bear in mind with that, like that could be really cool. Like we could finally get Ghost Rider, and like admittedly it's from like one of the most unexpected shows, but honestly I don't care what show it is as long as it's good, because that could also lead into the Defenders, like Moon Knight and all that. Like that would be really cool. Like I don't know, like I would love to see Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, the Defenders, like all fighting like Kingpin and all his allies and whatnot. Like if we could see all that like all at once, like that would be really interesting. That would be really cool.
I'd be down to see it. So who is Ironheart? If is that supposed to be like the new Iron Man or?
Yeah, so she's like I don't know, like okay, like this might sound racist, but I'm pretty sure this is what it is. She's Iron Man's version of Miles Morales, essentially. Like she's Iron Man's replacement after Iron Man dies.
Uh, okay, so basically, yeah, I like in Miles Morales how like he took over for Peter because that his Peter died, and he took over the Spider role in that universe, even though he wasn't supposed to, but he did.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Like, is it a movie or is it a TV show?
It's a TV show. Like they've
Is
had
it good or?
I haven't watched it. I've only seen clips and stuff and like speculation and everything. That's the only thing I've seen, but again, I don't mind what show it's in as long as it leads to characters that I enjoy. Like if Ironheart has to team up with freaking Ghost Rider to take down the main bad guy, heck yeah, give me that. I would love to see that. Or better yet, like tease him for his own show. Like I don't even care like who plays Ghost Rider. Personally, I want to see Keanu Reeves. I think he would be a perfect Ghost Rider. I know a lot of people want to see Daryl from
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. A lot of people really liked the Nicolas Cage films. I didn't mind the first
I
one. The
love the
second
Nicolas Cage
one,
film.
I liked the action in it, but the story was really bad. um, but
See,
again,
now that's where I'm confused at because like, were they gonna lead off? Because like when they left it off, they left him off basically becoming the Ghost Rider of Vengeance. So is he gonna still be like good, or is he gonna be
well,
go
and
back to Red
I
Flames?
don't even think that Ghost Rider is a part of the main MCU because in that film, Idris Elba plays a completely
Oh,
different character.
I think I know who we're gonna get if we do get one.
I really hope it's Robbie Reyes, honestly.
Reyes, yeah. I only say Robbie Reyes because he was in
He
Shield,
was in Agents of Shield, but
and that's
that's
MCU.
apparently not canon.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Like
You got what's his name? I can't believe
Coulson.
Coulson.
So,
Coulson's in there. He was in the MCU, bro.
well, yes, like it was MCU, but then when Marvel made, or sorry, when Disney made Disney Plus, they
Hmm.
decanonized it.
Oh, that
I don't
tickles
know if
my
that's I
pickle.
don't know if that's true or not though. Like that could be completely wrong because like they could still do Robbie Reyes. Like I would still love to see either Ghost Rider. Like I would think Keanu Reeves would be Johnny Blaze, and then I would love for the actor who played Ghost Rider or Robbie Reyes in Agents of Shield to come back and reprise his role. Like I wouldn't mind that at all
No.
because he was really cool. I really liked his actor. Apparently, like when it was still canon, we were supposed to get. I don't remember the name of the team, but basically it consisted of Ghost Rider, I think Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, and a couple of other characters. But basically, they went around fighting mystical bad guys, like mystical threats against Earth, which would be really sweet.
Like mystical or like magical type
Yes.
mystical?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah. So that's the kind of threats they'd face together, which would be kind of cool. Like demons, angels, like spirits, etc. Like basically all the evil stuff that was like all like relative and whatever. Like maybe they'd have like I don't know. I don't know. I again, this is all speculation. This is all rumor. This is everything that hasn't been like fully stated or anything. But by the way, we are currently out of time. But
What? Ain't
yeah, I
no
know,
way.
Ray. Like that, I think that was probably my favorite discussion we've had in a while. To be honest, like that was really good.
It
Cause
was actually really fun. I forgot. I'm not saying this to like I hate our podcast. I love our podcast. It's just like I forgot that we were doing a podcast.
oh yeah, no, like that's. I mean, this is the reason we started the podcast, and like again, I know we kind of stick to an hour, everyone. Like, I know you're like, oh, you're making it longer. Well, you know what? Screw that. We're buddies talking about stuff that we enjoy. So we're gonna keep
Yeah,
talking, and
just talk
until
longer.
yeah, like I mean, obviously we try to stay strict. Well, that's a lie. I'm very bad at being strict right now. Like we're supposed to be uploading every Monday. I've literally uploaded halfway to the end of the next week for like the past month or two. So that's me, by the way. Like that's all on me. Like I'm in charge of that. So, um,
I
but
mean, I'm not upset about it. I know we're both busy.
yeah, and that's the other thing too. Is like, unfortunately, this isn't our careers. Hopefully someday, crossing my fingers. But again, like it's all just a matter of like the reason we started this podcast in the first place. Like, I texted Travis one night. because we were talking about it on Fortnite, like literally like just playing and talking games and whatnot, just for fun. Not even streaming, just literally just gaming and playing like bros. And
Hmm.
I think it was you. You said something along the lines of like, dude, like we should definitely like start a podcast or something because like this is literally all they do. And I'm like, absolutely. And then I think the following day or night or whatever, I was like, Travis, let's start that podcast you brought up. And sure enough, like all we did was come up with a list of names. Travis made the banger Sense of Humor podcast, and here we are today. Every Saturday that we're both available, freaking playing it up on games while also chatting about our favorite topics. So, but yeah, want to throw us out on that outro?
Yeah, sure. If you guys haven't gone to check, so is it still it's still multi-mite, right? On your
It is not. I
on your
switched it
stuff.
to everything.
Oh,
Like it is currently what it is on Twitch on everything. And I have yet to do
okay.
it. I plan on adding my X account, previously known as Twitter or whatever. Like I will add it at some point cuz I do want to start like tweeting. Like I didn't think I'd ever say that ever because that app can be such a shithole at the most. So but like the things I've tweeted though, like really I feel like, and I didn't see it as this way before, but I see it as like a way to like basically post your opinion on something and then see how many people agree with that opinion, whether it's liking it, reposting it, or whatever it's called. Like basically, uh, kind of like what we do on here, like giving our opinion on something, but then also, um, I don't know how to put it, but basically, yeah, I'll probably start doing that just so I can keep tabs on like everything for the podcast as well as like, you know, tweet. It will be, I hope, for the most part, only positive things. I hope I never, tweet something negative, but you never
Yeah.
know. Like I could be having a bad day one day and just be like, okay, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be tweeting well today, so. But anyway, yeah.
So how do you pronounce it?
So it's a play on words. It's lupasaur. Um,
Lupasaur?
yeah. So lupus, as in the Greek, no, Latin word for wolf, and then soar, as in flying. So lupasaur.
Like a flying wolf.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So go check him out on YouTube. Go check him out on Twitch. I mean, you're already here. Follow
already
him.
here, and if you're not following, you should definitely follow because I definitely stream every day. Not.
Yeah.
Although I
If you
have been
guys
better. I have been better. I forgot to say that in our like quick chat. I have been streaming a lot of Destiny 2 lately and that's been a lot of fun.
I've noticed that. I was like, do I have? I was like, I kind of want to re-download it. It would take up like my.
Y-
I
Yeah,
didn't.
no, like I also I forgot to mention, did you see the new update for Phasmophobia was out as well?
I've been playing. I played it like a couple times here and there, but I have not seen it.
So the new update, they added a new thing with evidence. So you can now record videos in with the video camera and you can record audio now with like a new recording audio device.
Oh,
Yeah, so they have new ways to get evidence. Unfortunately, though, they now have a new way to reward evidence too. And I heard you don't get as much money for like taking pictures and stuff now. But that's totally fine because I mean the main objective is to, find out what ghost it is. But anyway, I'll stop blabbering and let you do the outro because I've been like,
oh, you're fine.
yeah.
I guess if you guys want to follow me,
You should follow him. He does awesome stuff like Gotham Knights and Assassin's Creed and There was another one I saw the other day. What was it? What was it?
Skyrim.
Oh yeah, Skyrim. You that was your latest one, wasn't it?
I played Skyrim yesterday. I probably will play more Skyrim.
Yeah, you should do Skyrim. Watch him for like all his solo Let's Plays. Like again, like I kind of said it in my Destiny, like that's just kind of my version of it, but at the same time I can still do it with friends. But if you guys really enjoy like solo Let's Plays, like I like watching like Markiplier and stuff, I think you'll like Travis because he's funny. He also is really good at the games he plays, and it's really interesting to see the stories that go through that he's playing. So yeah, definitely go check him out on both Twitch and YouTube and every other platform he has available.
Just mostly just Twitch, I'll be honest. I want to do YouTube. I really do. I don't know. Like, it takes so long and such a hard process to download and transfer videos and or just to edit them, and I'm just like, I
Yeah,
want to
no,
just stream it
I agree with you
and
there,
pay
honestly.
and like find someone like Lixian or whatever and just have them make it for me.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, I would love an editor at some point, but I don't mind editing my own stuff too. Like it's like you said, it's a process.
But anywho, if you
Anyhow,
guys if you guys have enjoyed this content and would like to see more of it, we will be back actually next Saturday, believe it or not, a whole week. So you guys can come back and stay tuned for, another fun video. Maybe Minecraft, maybe it'll be Fortnite, who knows? And he will keep dying. That might keep happening. Who knows?
you should save this
But,
seed, by the
if
way.
okay. Um, so if you guys wanna like, just stay tuned and enjoy the content. Just we'll always be here. We'll be here every Saturday. Like I keep saying over and over again. But yeah. I guess that's it, right? Is there anything else you want
Yeah.
to say?
No, I've been blabbering this whole time. I apologize in
Oh,
advance for everyone. Or
that's fine.
not in advance because it's already the end, so it was too late. I warned you too late.
So, yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Peace.
Bye.